Hello, this is Greg. Today I have a car radio that it was made in Germany. It is a Europa MU export. This is kind of a data sheet, parts list, schematics, more parts, power supply view, parts list. Like if we go back here to the power supply and look at, say, what was this? C1. Let's look at C1, see what that says. C1 is a capacitor, 50 microfarad, 385 volt is what it says on the thing. So yeah, that seems to correlate. There's a troubleshooting guide that is 2 sequence testing. Yeah, it looks like about 4 pages of how to test it and stuff. So that's the radio. It comes with a speaker. The speaker is not in, well, the speaker itself and the housing is in really good shape. I don't see any rust. It looks like it's kind of a, it's filled in with something. It looks like there was, it's made in Germany. Right there, made in Germany. I missed that on the pictures. But it's got kind of like a putty, a hardened putty. And then this appears to be a metal. Yeah, it's a metal chassis. And the paint is really bad. I just touched this piece and it just fell off. And the rest of these are probably not going to make it far. I'll leave as much of it on as possible. But yeah, it will need to be repainted. But the speaker itself appears to be in good shape. I haven't tested it. I haven't powered up any of this because it's too old for me. It's beyond my pay grade. Here is the radio itself, made in Germany. Here is a antenna. It looks like an antenna, but it's got a fuse in it. Let me go over here to the Tom Law. Let me make this view a little bit bigger here. And bring you out. Get some focus going. Whoop. And this is kind of a fuse. Look at this little fuse. Isn't that cool? Haven't seen one of those before. But I'm an amateur, so it's not unusual that I wouldn't. But yeah, this would be kind of cool. Is all you'd need is just a box of these little end caps and a bunch of the little things, and you have a whole bunch of fuses. Seems very economical to me, rather than just tossing the whole thing out. And then you'd have a little bit of brass for residue. So anyway, that looks like a ground cable, power cable. Like I said, I am not an expert. That's why I'm just selling it. I've looked at it. I think it's cool as anything. Here's the main plug. It's in really good shape. Germans, everything comes apart so you can service it. And what does that say on there? Wow. I don't know what that is. BITSW? Is that a W? Anyway, it's got a looks like some kind of a trade. Maybe it's German. I don't know. So, but it's in good shape. Everything is nice and stable. Looks like, oh, there is I just noticed this. There's a screw here and there isn't one here. So maybe there's not supposed to be one, or someone has removed it. Just observation. Okay, now let's go to the outside of this. You've got tuning apparatuses along here. Here is the little made in Germany. Here's the top. In fact, on this, you don't need to see that under the microscope. Let's move them back. But this is the profile it has right here. The front. It is, there's pictures of all this too, MU. And these everything, it adjusts all the way across. these actually, they go in, but they don't adjust the knob. So I don't know if I'm not, came right off of there. I don't know if I'm doing something not right or so. And then here is the power supply. 12 volt. Okay, so that's what I have. It's going to be for sale on eBay. If you are interested beyond this point, we're only about 5 minutes in. I'm going to not do anything with the speaker except set it aside to go in the box. But I'm going to pull the covers off of these so that you can look at them. Let's start off with the power supply. Let's see, what do we have here? We have, we have 2 screws up here on top. Where are we at here? Okay, how's that focus? And they call this a Becker. Right here. And you'll notice that the serial number, they are matched, the power supply to the radio. And that is just blurry. It's just a little blurry there on those numbers. So, and the little logo, music logo. All right, let's pull this apart, see what it looks like inside. Well, I'll have to move you over that way so I can see what I'm doing up here. Looks like these are new screws. These do not look like old screws. Oh, look at that. Well, that was easy. Okay. See, here's a tube. I don't even know what this thing is. It says Motorola. Is that right? No, it doesn't. That's not Motorola. That's Motorola? Motorola? Looks like Matarala. Has a number of 48B800145-B written on it. You see that? Let's kind of get this, let's do some zoom action here on this T50. We can get in a lot closer. Take a real good look in here, an overall look, not a microscopic look. See what's going on in here. And let's go just T50, get rid of the clutter. Oh, that's way better. That's way better. Okay. This is broken. This is broken. Right here. Look at that. Huh. Well, shit. I'm glad I didn't put any power to it now. I'm very glad. 2 big transformers. A resistor. Well, I'm not going to worry about any of that. I'm not going to test anything. I'm going to do anything. I'm just going to show you what it is. Okay, let's get through this. Now, there is a component down under here that looks like some kind of a long skinny. I think I have some of these. Where's that at? Boy, it's right underneath of... There it is. What does that say? That's Motorola. It's Motorola. That just looks like an A. It says Motorola. All right, not Motorola. Oh, well. What am I? I'm an amateur. This is backyard electronic. And, okay, well, that's what we got right there. Let's take a look at this backside here, see what it looks like. We'll get it under the microscope because it looks rather complicated. Okay, we have what looks like a NEG that number. Let me turn this off. You can see better lots of times without the light. And that's the number. I'll hold there for a second. And then let's just kind of slide this forward a little bit. And so you can see really nicely what you're getting involved with. That big old... There's another one of those components. I think I have a bag of those. And then the plug on the top. So, and then we go, whoops, we go down here a little bit. We have this kind of stuff. And there's a 100 UF. 100 UF. What the hell is that? 2025, maybe? All right. Okay. And there's this end of the transformer. It's a tube right there. It looks to be in good shape. It has a number of 2. Boy. Looks like 082 on one side, and I can't really see the other side there. 082. Yeah, I think it's just 082 both sides. All right, that's the power supply. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back together, and I think it went this way. A little. Come on. Boy, that's heavy. Ah, this is going to be some big shipping, too, on this one. So whoever gets it, you got to account for that in the price. Okay, that's the power supply. Now the radio. Let's move this back out of the way again. Let's see here. Got this cord. It's in really good shape, this cord. You know, it's not beaten up or banged on. It's not all gooey. It's old. It's got tape stuck to it, but it's, you know, like I said, good shape. All right, some more. This is not an original screw. No way that this is an original screw. Let's go back to a little wider view here. Let's zoom out. There we go. Sorry about the blur. You are not going blind. And this is not the Twilight Zone either. This is just Greg in his backyard. Okay, so, and we'll change views to this one. And you can see that, again, that is not where we at, right there. That's a new screw. Another new screw over here. Looks like these two come out. Here. And this video will probably just stay up long term. I'm just not going to take it down even after the radio sells, just because how many of these can there be out there? Oh, I guess I didn't need to take that off. And here's another one. This is not, well, they're all three the same. I don't know. Whoever put it back together, they did it all. Let's see, is that it? Yes? No? No, yes? Let's see. Oh, don't push on the button. It's kind of moving. But I would expect this to be on here pretty hard. This doesn't need to be off of here. Well, let's leave it for now. It's already off. Oh, hey, actually, look at this. there is a spot right here where I can get a flat-end screwdriver in and give a little pop-up. Look at that. Wonder if they did that on purpose. Need something with a little wider tip on it. How about you, big guy? You gonna do it? Oh, there we go. And then there. It's coming. It's just not wanting to release over on this side. Ah, got it. Come on. Ah, I got you. There we go. Ah, here's the inside of this. Actually, it's clean. A little bit of the cobweb in there. So there might have been something alive rolling around in here at some point in the past. I'm sure there was. It's an old radio. Now, let's see what we have in here. So this is the inside. Here's the knob. It's actually functioning nicely. It's doing its job anyway. Okay, everything seems to be attached. Now remember, on that power supply, it has a relay problem right there. That'll have to be, somebody with a way higher pay grade than I. Now all of this so far, let me get that. I'm going to go full Tom Love on this baby. There we go. Let's. This is a real busy little spot. I'm just going to move around here. Let me see, how far out can I come? About right to here in this corner. All right. Yeah. And this is what's in it. I have to look and see. I'll be back in just 1 second. Apologies for that. I have these type of capacitors, and these were just, some of these look really familiar to this type, so I just wanted to look. They're not the same. Okay, back to this. There's all the adjustments that you can see through the top. Very old technology. A little bit more there we go. It looks like maybe this is a plug for something, maybe? Well, I'm not sure. Okay, let's keep going. And this is as far back as I can go. Let's move forward a little bit. And all along here, there's another one of those little barrel things. Maybe it's just a way to connect several things together. Like I said, don't trust a word that I say about an explanation on any of this, because I am an amateur. All right, well, will this slip out? Will the bottom come off is my question, so we can look at the bottom. There's 2 screws. Oh, here's another plug right here in the bottom. So you can see that. Looks like they are... Let me take a good look at this here. There's those pins in there. Could be a little questionable on some of them, so that might need a bit of repair. There's 2 more screws here. I'm going to take these out. How we got on a view. Let's go back to the this view. These ones have the little washer part on them that go on the bottom. All these screws are different. Or not different, but they're new. They're all new. Well, sure wish I could unplug that big fat cord right there. I'm not sure. Oh, here's something else right here. Here's a little window. I'm not gonna always say I'm not gonna, and then here I go. Looks like it's got a little thing underneath it here. Yeah. There we go. Just a place to... right there. So it looks like. I don't know what that's for. Doesn't say anything on here. So let's just going to put it back in. There we go. All right, now, can I pull? I don't think I'm going to have any luck at this. It's moving. I really am worried about this cord here. Wow. Let's see. Oh, right here. Right here. I dropped that screwdriver. Right here. Look at this. I just pop it right out right there, can't I? Well, a little ways. Can we go any further? Oh, yeah. Ha! Okay. Now this has a little bit of dirt, but I don't see oh, I do. There's a little spot of rust right there. Just a small one. It's definitely got a little bit of water inundation going on at some point in its life. And now let's look at this part. Oh shit, these are tubes too. Look at these. Those are tubes in there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another one. 0, 0. Ooh, watch out, Greg. Watch out. 0, 0, 5. There's a 0, 5, 6. And a 0, 9, 2. Looks like 3. 0, 9, 3. And then there's some... whatever that is. See, this is where whenever I see like these look like, to me, they look like capacitors or whatever they are. I've never put power to this. I'm not going to, because I've learned enough to know that you can really mess up old electronics if you just put power to it. And this is something that for somebody that, I don't want to damage it any more than it already is. Let me see about this gear here. Oh, that works nice. Look at that, still got the old grease in there. Is that still, look at that. Still nice and gooey. Okay. And then these, they all seem to function. All these little clickers here. See, it goes in and it kind of, this stays up. Now that one, that is all the way up and over. Looks like it's supposed to be there because it's all knurled to help lock it in place. So anyway, that's up to you. I'm not sure about any of that. So, okay. I'm going to put this back together. And I'm doing it on camera. So you don't have to watch this if you don't want to. But I want anybody to see how I put it back together so you know whether I messed up or not. It's possible because, of my amateur nature. And I do miss stuff. Some things I get very, very quickly and very easily, and other things I miss completely. So there's only those two on the bottom. So let's flip this back over. Let's move this out of the way and move this up out of the way. And here we go. Now, let's top is going to go right on here. And there's little slots right here. Right here, there's little openings on both sides that those tabs need to go into. They weren't in there before, but that's where they're supposed to go. So I'm putting them back where they're supposed to be. Where they're supposed to be. There we go. That's better. Now this side. Whew, wow. Maybe I better, let's go ahead and pop this back. Let's get this side in a little further before. That's better. Is this in? Yeah, that's way better. Okay, that's a better way to do it right there. And then push down on that and give it a cinch. And then push down on this one just a little bit. And there we go. And both those tabs are now locked in underneath where they're supposed to be. Okay. Now, these 2, 3. There was one here. Oh, come on, stick in the hole there. Put some hair on it, damn it. Sorry, ladies. That's a old guy joke. And I'm an old guy. And I spent a long time in the military where I shouldn't have been. Okay, look at that. Now we've got this little guy right here to strap back down. And look at that. It's even still sitting the same way. And it's big-ass wire in there, too. It would take a lot to break it. You'd really have to, go crazy. And you... Is that it? Excellent. Now we'll just hold that down. Boom. There we go. It's all back together. This will be for sale on eBay. It is going to be on auction. I'm just gonna try and sell this one as quickly as I can. That's just discolored on there. Might be able to be polished. So, but yes, there are blemishes throughout. But it's complete. And I enjoy the shit out of just taking the damn thing apart. So now I have a video of it. If anybody else is interested in seeing what's inside without actually taking it all the way apart, there you go. Stopping now. Thank you for watching. Thank you more for buying. Have a great day.